Hey MomsontheGo. So thank you for watching, and it's nighttime, so I'm in the car waiting for my daughter. She has a dance class tonight, so I thought I would just do a quick video and talk to you guys a little bit. I'm watching someone go in the building. It's dark out here, and I'm just sitting in the car for a minute. But the thing that I kind of wanted to discuss or talk about was, and if you guys have the same issue, please let me know. So we took my car, or my daughter's car, to get repaired because we went out somewhere yesterday, and her car broke down or whatever, and we had to end up getting AAA to tow the car. But we went to pick the car up today after they repaired it and whatnot, and you wouldn't believe this, but when we picked the car up, I paid for everything, and then the people were really nice. Where AAA had towed the car, they were really nice. I really liked them. They had a couple of dogs that made me think about my dog. But I went over, and my daughter got in the car. She says, "Oh my God, Mom, come here. Get in the car, smell." So we get in the car, and we sniffed, and guess what? We smelled weed. We don't smoke weed, right? Someone had gotten in our car from the time we had it towed to the repair shop to the next morning when we picked it up, and they smoked weed in our car. So needless to say, I was really upset, and I thought, okay, somebody's going to get it. So I went back over there to tell the manager that was there, and the manager laughed on the way over, and I thought, okay, why is this dude laughing? Something's not right about this. But anyway, he laughed, and he just said, "Well, in my whole 40 years, I've never heard of anything like that. I've been in this business for 40 years. And I'm like, well, it's straight up disrespectful for anybody to get in my car and smoke a cigarette or weed, whatever. It's just disrespectful. Am I wrong? Who does that? You take your car to get repaired somewhere, and they smoke weed in your car? So, like, what if I had to go to work that day, and I drove up to my job and got out, and I smell like weed? How am I going to explain that? Or if they had dogs around sniffing, and there's weed coming from my car, like, how in the world are we going to explain that that wasn't us? I went back and I told the man, he tried to act as if when he came up to the car that he didn't smell anything, but he said, "Well, I don't smell anything." And then my daughter and her friend said, "Oh no, there's weed. You can smell it. It's clearly weed." And so then he said, "Oh, I think I do smell a little singe of something." A singe? It wasn't a singe. It was straight up weed, y'all. Oh my God. I'm beside myself, right? Who does that? What is wrong with people these days that will smoke weed in someone's car when it's getting repaired? From the time it's getting repaired, I kid you not, that night it was closed. And then we go to get it repaired. They call me about 11 o'clock or maybe 10 saying that it was ready. It was really fast. And I asked the manager, I said, "So, like, where were the keys? So if you're telling me your employee didn't do it and we didn't do it, like, where were the keys?" So he said from the time they dropped the car off in the morning, he came in, he got the keys, and then he went to drive the car to the back. His mechanic repaired whatever was wrong with it, and from that point they took the car back, parked it back outside, said it was ready. Okay, so there's some missing time here. And obviously his employee was supposedly out to lunch. And I said that I need to be compensated or something. That's not acceptable. That's disrespectful. I don't allow anyone in my car smoking, let alone weed. I don't care if it's legal, where it's legal, or whatever else. It doesn't matter to me. Like, who does that? Have any of you guys ever had that same experience? Or is this something new? I mean, like, people in this world feel like they can do whatever they want to do and there's no consequences for it. And I told them, like, what are you going to do? I mean, like, I feel like I need to be compensated something for this, that I have to sit here and smell this weed in a car. And hey, I didn't get the benefits of smoking the weed, and now I'm going to have to smell it. Like, what are you going to do? And he specifically told me that the owner would not, probably would not take money off of the car. So I will be blasting him. I'm giving them until tomorrow to come up with something. I don't care what it is. Whether it's you're going to detail my car, you're going to pay for something, you're going to pay for what your employee did, because it's unacceptable. And for anyone to think it's okay, just because this world is as messed up as it is, it's not okay. It's not okay to smoke weed or cigarettes or anything else in someone else's car when it's a repair shop and you're repairing it. Much less if it's at my house and someone gets in my car and try to smoke or anything like that. Unacceptable to me. I will not. Okay. So that's the first, this is the second thing that's happened that's like kind of disrespectful. That's very disrespectful. But let me add this story on too, to show you how, again, this world is just messed up. So my daughter and I, we were at the grocery store, and this elderly man, you know, I'm over here looking in the milk counter, right? The milk little things where they have the cold items for the milk or whatever. And I'm trying to decide, you know, what kind of milk I want to get. And I get almond breeze, or we get this new thing or whatever. And so I looked, and I was standing there, and I kid you not, maybe like a foot and a half between me and the cooling refrigerators where they keep the milk at the stores. This elderly man pushed his basket in front of me, right? Mind you, I said a foot and a half maybe. He pushed his basket in front of me. There was no room for me to breathe. He was like in my space. He pushed his basket there, and he stood in front of me, just stood there like this, looking into the thing to get his milk. And then once he opened it up and got his milk, I'm still standing there looking at my daughter like, really? This is really happening? He gets his milk, gets it out of there, and then turns and then bumps me on the way out. Never looked at me one time. Now, I'm going to just go ahead and say it. This was a white man, right? I don't know if it's about color or what this situation is, but he bumped me. Kid you not, my shoulder went back. And he didn't even say excuse me. He acted as if I were invisible. I don't know. Maybe I was invisible that day or not. I'm not. Do you guys? Do I look invisible? And I think that people think this kind of behavior is okay and acceptable because this is the way the world is now, and it's not surprising. The world is like that now. I don't care. Oh my goodness. The next person that disrespects me, oh my gosh, is on and cracking. Okay? A few months ago, I was at a CVS, getting out of the parking lot. This lady starts blowing the horn at me. I didn't feel safe to go, so I didn't. I was waiting, watching the cars go by. So I waved at her like, hi, like, why are you doing that? She sticks, I'm doing these fingers, right? She sticks her 2 middle fingers up at me. And so I'm shocked. And so I wave back. Anyway, I won't tell you what happened the rest of that story because I don't want you guys to think that bad of me. But some things went down after that. Okay? And then this with the man the other day, and then this situation with them smoking weed in my car. I've had it. Like my daughter says, I'm fed up. I am absolutely fed up with disrespectful people and people thinking that it's okay to dismiss other people and to be disrespectful to other people. Okay, I'm looking because this guy probably thinks I'm nuts talking to myself, but I'm not nuts. I'm venting. So I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that's disrespectful? Do you think it's okay to smoke weed in someone's car after you're getting your car repaired? Tell me what you think about that, okay? Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. And I appreciate you taking time to listen to me, and God bless.